up, YouTube, Facebook? I want to give also a shout out to YahooBoxing.com, Bleacher Report, Pro Boxing on Facebook. Anybody who pretty much follows the sport, I want to pretty much give you a shout out right now. It's a beautiful day in the month of June. I recently listened to the comments of a young man I respect a lot on the YouTube. His prediction and mine is pretty similar. We discussed the upcoming fights in the past. The newest one that has everyone's attention, has everybody kind of excited right now, is Floyd Mayweather has decided to end his now 16, going on 17-month hiatus from the sport. He's going to take a fight against one of the new exciting young guns in the sport, in Victor Ortiz, who recently defeated Andre Berto, an undefeated Haitian fighter, for the WBC welterweight title. It was an exciting fight. We already know the history of that. Moving forward, I want to just mention, I agree with the prediction of several guys that I've seen on board. One gentleman on YouTube, I think it's Anthony Fresh. I can't really get his name right. I messed the name up. I apologize for that. I subscribe to him on YouTube. I listened to his shows in the past. He and I have a similar prediction, which is the victory for Floyd Mayweather by split decision over Victor Ortiz. How he came to the decision of mine is a little different, though. In the past, I've seen Floyd Mayweather fight several fighters that I thought were exceptional and world-class fighters. The number one aspect that Victor Ortiz has going for him is he's a southpaw. He can take a good shot. He can give a good shot. He's never fought anyone like Floyd. I went back and did research on HBO.com and looked at his highlights. I went to the Wikipedia. I looked him up and his history. I wanted to find out where his other loss came from. I knew he has a loss in Mediana from a cut that he received from a punch, and the fight was stopped. But he was disqualified in another fight. I think he hit a fighter when he was down or something like that early in his career. I don't know where he got the moniker of being a quitter from. I've seen him fight a lot of fighters. When he fought Campbell, he put on a real good performance. The Berto fight was a knockdown, drag-out war. In my opinion, what he's going to have to do is going to be up to him. I'm just going to come out and say it. It's going to have who wins the fight is up to Victor Ortiz, not Floyd. I'm going to tell you why. We know what Floyd Mayweather can do. He's a guarantee. There's certain things we know Floyd's going to do. We know he's going to box a little bit, and between the second and third round, he's going to throw that little quick little left hook. He dropped Marquez with the hook. He dropped a lot of fires. I heard a lot of fires with that hook. Floyd Mayweather, if you watch his fights, there are 6 or 7 distinct moves that he does constantly. When he fought Sugar Shane Mosley, one of the things I noticed the most, that he likes to hook wide. When he wants to throw the right hand, he's going to go wide with the hook and come with the right hand. Sugar Shane, who was a lot slower than him, timed it and caught him twice. Same punch. And almost took his head off. If Victor Ortiz and his camp can sit down and analyze Floyd's style, they can really manipulate what position he's going to be in, being a southpaw. Southpaws throw him off. Anybody who doubts me, put in Zab Judah versus Floyd Mayweather, and for 4 rounds, Zab Judah owned Floyd Mayweather. Quicker, more accurate punching, body punching. This is something Victor Ortiz is going to have to concentrate on. He's going to have to do a lot of body shots between rounds 1 through 5. Why? So that round 7, 8, and 9, when Floyd normally begins to pull away from his opponent, he'll have a more stationary target. Andre Berto didn't really, his strategy wasn't all wrong because he didn't have one. He went in there and he tried to overpower Victor Ortiz, so why he lost that fight. I'm not saying his trainer is negligent. I'm just saying that he's always fought that way. He's a strong, proud Haitian fighter. Very proud of him. Just because he lost the fight, I mean, he gave a performance that I haven't seen a welterweight fight that in a long time. Getting knocked down, knocking the guy down. That's like back and forth. That shows 2 guys who also are willing to exchange and take that risk. Like Lampley used to say, who's just going to dare to be great? He dared to be great but at the same time, he also is willing to take a risk on being greater. So in order to do that, you're going to have to put something on the line. Both of them put something on the line. So that to say this, it's not necessarily so much what Andre Berto did wrong, but what Victor Ortiz did right. He knew he took those shots. He got up and he came back. The last time he got knocked down, Berto had him. When he knocked Berto back down, he took Berto's heart. He comes to the same thing to Floyd Mayweather to win. Do I personally think he's going to win? No. I think he's going to have a Sugar Shane Mosley moment. He's going to come in, land a big shot. He may crowd Floyd early, hurt Floyd early. And then he may get countered, just like my man said on YouTube, and he may go into a shell where he only fights in spurts. He will catch Floyd on the ropes. I went back and watched the Castillo fight and how he dealt with a fighter who was in his chest, which is not something he has a lot of. Floyd's a boxer. He's a pretty boy. He's going to box and move and kind of keep you away from him. On certain occasions, Chop Chop and Zab Judah were able to get close enough to hurt him, get him on the ropes, mess him up a little bit. Not since the super featherweight division has he been in the ring with someone who really stayed in his face. If Victor Ortiz can keep himself planted right in front of Floyd, don't give Floyd any room, that's going to keep Floyd from landing those little quick counter right hands. He's pretty good with the hook and the uppercut, but not as good as Ortiz is. Ortiz is going to have to keep Floyd pressed no more than 2 steps from his chest. Floyd needs room to do his boxing, his beautiful boxing stuff. He's good, but he's not Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker can stay on the inside and make you miss and counter at the same time. Floyd can do it also, but not as well. So if you can watch the Castillo fight, rounds maybe 5 through 9. If you can get in there, Floyd nosebleed a little bit, get him a little frustrated in there, and then work the body shots, you might have a chance. I personally think Floyd's going to go in there. I'm going to bring it out round by round. Victor's going to come out kind of quick. Floyd's going to kind of move around, block, and do what he do, block a little dipsy-do first couple rounds. He'll probably get those 2 first rounds away. Round 3, he's going to come out behind his jab. And you know the straight right hand is what you use against a southpaw anyway, with the left hook behind it. He'll probably take rounds 3 and 4. Victor's going to slow down a little bit and probably it's going to start falling into the flow of the Floyd Mayweather fight. I think by round 6 and 8, those are the rounds that Victor's going to have to stay in Floyd's chest. If Floyd begins to pick him off with a jab, because he's very quick, Victor may come in there, because the one thing I noticed when he fought Berto is he's able to be hit with shots he didn't see. And if Floyd continues to do that, he might not knock the guy out, because the guy has a great chin, but it'll discourage him from lunging. That's when he's going to go into the Sugar Shane mode. And that's why I think that Floyd Mayweather will win by split decision. Why will it be split? Like I says, the first couple of rounds be Ortiz, a couple of rounds Floyd, a couple of rounds Ortiz, rest will be Floyd. So it may be maybe 7 rounds for Floyd. We'll give a few to Ortiz, sprinkle across there. He'll get a couple, but there'll be a couple fans in there who'll see the action and the speed and the determination of Victor Ortiz and go with that. But I truly think that Floyd Mayweather will put again another masterful performance. It's going to be he's 30-something years old. It's going to be some times where he's going to get trapped on the ropes and he's going to take more punches than he normally do. But his quickness and his speed, ring rust will have nothing to do with it. His quickness and his speed and his game plan is going to be what will take the fighter that sticks to his game plan the most. Andre Berto didn't have one. If he had, he would have won the fight. Taking it on the chin is great. But like my man said on YouTube, boxing is an art of defense. Defense against yourself, hit and don't get hit. Being able to make the other fighter fight your fight. Floyd is the master of that. I'm not going to get into this better than Ali crap. I don't want to get into all that. But as a master of making other fighters fight his fight, Victor Ortiz is going to have to overcome that. I spent this whole video dedicated to that one fight. Later on, I'll come back and do one about Marquez and Pacquiao, which I think Pacquiao will knock him out within 5 rounds. Some of the other fight upsets were both heavyweight fights. Both close are going down. That's another prediction I made. I did pick Spick over Chavez. If he had been in Germany, it would have been that way. You look at the punch stats. But again, like with Victor Ortiz, they went with the one with the bigger shots and the excitement. Good decision, Floyd Mayweather. We'll see what happens. Give me some feedback. I want to get into this. Let me know what you think. Zemo Son, signing out. And I meant that.